Hello Internet, how you guys doing? It's me, Ricardo. So sorry that I've taken so long to make this video, just another schedule update, but I've had a really busy past 2 weeks. I had my finals, and literally just after my finals, I got sick because of course something's going around, and I was just out of it for like an entire weekend, and I could hardly speak thanks to the sore throat that I had. But feeling better now, and I only got like one more day left to get all this set up, so I wanted to quickly just shout out to you guys and tell you pretty much what's going on. And what's going on is that for the next few weeks I have to go down to Florida to see some family and commune with my relatives and all that jazz. But anyways, I will be posting some videos while I'm down there. Particularly one video will be coming out of that, my first impressions, which will be the first Friday of June. But there are some other videos that I wanted to just do as more or less like this, where I just sit down and I give a personal take on it, very similar to how I did with my when I thought about the whole Vic Mignogna thing when it first started to come out and I first heard about it. And well, I want to talk more about the RWBY community in particular, especially with all this stuff that has been going on recently. For those who don't know, the RWBY community has gotten really, well, someone would say toxic, because it's become very unfriendly, very aggressive, and people are very polarized with their beliefs and will lash out at you if you hold a stance that's different from theirs. Not unlike our political climate. But to be honest, I don't hold to that word, merely because, well, toxic is sort of a pleb word. But if anything, I have to describe it as volatile. As to say, for the most part, you can just, browse RWBY pictures, look at some RWBY videos, and just talk to people who enjoy the show. And then other times, you can just say the one wrong thing, not like a particular ship, or just share an opinion that somebody doesn't like, and you will be burnt at the stake for it. And this goes both ways. This is not just for, people who are being nice. This is also for people who, again, just want to share an opinion and they get torn in half, which is kind of funny considering the fact that I expected this to happen a long time ago. Back when Volume 3 was just about to end, I knew that the RWBY community was going to change, merely because, of course, Monty's not here, and he was a pretty good moderator over that. But anyways, I want to talk more about that in later videos, very similar to this, when I get time down in Florida. But there are other videos that I'm going to be focusing on during this little break that I'm going to have for the summer. When it comes to Volume 5, I think I'm going to start again around like maybe the end of August or so. We'll see how that all goes. I still have to write up scripts and everything and start recording and make the videos. But I've really enjoyed Volume 4, and I have to say, there were a lot of things that I didn't realize how Volume 4 was actually really good. There were a few problems, but I kind of knew those already. And I have a feeling that when I look at Volume 5, not only will I notice that there are a lot more good things than bad, I'll notice what those bad things are, as I'm already thinking them right now, as they're very similar to actually what was going on in Volume 6. If you think about it, Volume 5 and Volume 6, very similar to each other. The only difference is that, well, I'll get to it later. Which, speaking of which, there's a video that I want to work on and want to release that I wasn't expecting to release until after Volume 6, because that's when I thought it would be interesting to talk about it. But due to Volume 4 and well, some of the comments that I got, I thought it would be best if I release it a little earlier, especially considering, again, the RWBY community and just the climate that is going on right now with it. But anyways, it will be my Bumblebee video that I promised you in my comment review. In regards to it, it's not going to be a truly personal view. Well, I will give my personal take on it, and I'll make sure that that's all cleared up on what I truly think about that ship and the shippers. I want to take a more professional look at it and actually dive into the ship and into the shipper and into the shipping community and try to sort of diagnose just what exactly is going on with all this. Why is so much hate being spewed around for no particular reason? Again, if you don't like something, that's perfectly fine. Please share it and explain why you don't like it. That's a great way to for us to understand your point of view. But when it comes to hating something, there's just no point in it. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to talk about another topic, considering if you don't like it, you shouldn't watch it, that a particular voice actor said about the show. But again, that will be for later. And as for the Bumblebee video, I will likely release it probably in July. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I have a lot of work to do because I have to look up. A lot of this, and of course, watch some other people's videos. One that I've been watching recently that I haven't really noticed for a while. That I knew that he existed, but really didn't watch his videos, was Hero High, which is interesting because he's actually a shipper of the Bumblebee here. But well, his view on it has sort of evolved due to recent events. And I will try to get in contact with him and see if he can give me some pointers on just this whole ship, because it's a very interesting predicament that is going on right now. But anyways, on the subject of talking to other or at least talking about other YouTuber videos, I'm going to try to work on, while I'm down there, work on the other videos that I've been discussing. For instance, my rich rebuttals. While again, everyone is entitled to their opinion, and I fully hope that you express that opinion, especially because it allows us to understand your point of view. That also still opens it up to rebuttals, and sometimes people make good points even if I don't like it, but sometimes they make terrible points, and sorry, I gotta point those out, especially when they get overly aggressive with those points. And well, while I will do this about other videos and other shows and movies, for now I thought I'd start with RWBY, simply because, yes, of course I'm doing some of those things, but also because, like I said, RWBY community has gotten quite aggressive, quite volatile. But other videos that I'm going to be working on, one is the popsicle stick possibilities. I'm going to at least try to do one video about it. I think I'm just going to start with the Crescent Rose, the weapon that Ruby Rose uses in the show RWBY. For those who don't know about popsicle stick possibilities, or at least don't remember it because it's been a while, basically what it is I make some of your favorite fictional weapons, or at least model-size versions of them, out of popsicle sticks. And I try to explain, of course, ways in which you can do it yourself, so that you can try and build one for yourself. But it won't be just, you know, me sitting down with a sped-up version of what I'm doing with some background music in the back, because I can't help myself. I will throw in a couple jokes in that, and of course, more importantly, I'm going to try to do some research on both the weapon and more real-life versions of them and see if, you know, something like this might be possible. Just, you know, spice up the video a bit and hopefully get you guys to enjoy it. Not going to do too much work with it because sadly I feel that with no matter what videos I have right now, I feel for the next few years I probably won't get any more than 100 views per video. I mean, that could easily change. I might get far less, but for now this has been quite entertaining and quite enjoyable, and it's also helped me to realize that I really do enjoy creating things and getting into filmmaking, maybe, and more particularly the creative side of filmmaking may have been something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. I just wasn't really confident about it. But anyways, thank you so much, you guys. You've been really great. And thank you so much for all the comments that you guys have been sharing. Again, I love hearing your opinions, even if they don't agree with what mine are. It's a great way to double check your own opinion. Because sometimes you guys have shared certain insights that have changed my own, well, insight into the show as well. But you guys take care. I hope you have a wonderful summer, and I'll catch you whenever I can. So long.